اف ريحة الكمون. New background. 5 things that I learned in COVID-19. You might find that you also learned the same things, which I would love to hear about in the comments below. So, 5 things. The first thing that I learned during the lockdown actually is gratitude. I know when people say you don't realize when something is gone. لا شو بيقولوا لا. You don't realize how much you need something unless you lose it. Something around that. And that's true. There are some very basic things that I used to use in my everyday life, and with the lockdown I felt like I really needed them but I couldn't have access to them. So I'm grateful for what I have. Because of the life that I have, I'm able to also help others in need, and I just feel very blessed to be able to do that. The second thing that I learned during the pandemic, during the lockdown, why I air quoted because we were actually in a lockdown, is to work on myself. Once I graduated, I knew that I didn't just want to stop at my bachelor's, I wanted to do other things. I wanted to do things that I have a passion for. My love for fitness, for example. And I did do some of that in the early stages, but then I got carried away with the work that I was doing, and I just put things on hold. But what I realized during the lockdown is that I was just making excuses for myself. So I know that I can find at least an hour of my day, basically dedicate that to educating myself, to registering in a course, because the courses were there before. But I had my excuse of, I don't have time for it. But we have the time and we should make the most out of it. But the third thing that I learned during the lockdown is more towards my health. I realized that, okay, so I don't want to get sick and I don't want to just feel inactive and demotivated. So I pushed myself to train, and I know that a lot of us did do that, and I feel like that is the best thing we were able to give ourselves during this time. لأنه عن جد it's very important to train and to keep yourself uplifted and happy, and that's what makes me happy. I trained a lot more than I did before the lockdown, and I used to post about it a lot. And posting about it actually kept me going because people were also responsive to that, and we were all encouraging each other, which was amazing. Next thing on the health note is in terms of my food. So I love food just like any other person, and this love for food sometimes goes overboard. So I mix up a lot of foods, and sometimes they're healthy, sometimes they're not. My mom is cooking in the background. So I decided to also not just fix my fitness routine, but also my food routine. Basically have that full package of healthy lifestyle. The fourth thing that I want to talk about revolves around quality time with family or your loved ones. So I'm grateful that I live with my family, and we all have such a hectic lifestyle and regular days that we don't have enough time to spend with each other at the same time. During the lockdown, we had a lot of time on our hands, and we had a lot of fights and a lot of arguments, but it was a good time to be together. It really helped me connect with my family more, and I hope that you guys also had the chance to do that. The fifth and the last thing that I want to talk about is that it is okay to take a break. So yes, we had a lot of time on our hands, and right now things are slowly getting back to normal. But it's okay to take time off. So if you are not training consecutively or studying or cooking or painting or reading or whatever it is that you like to do, if you're not doing that on a regular, it's fine. I felt the need to take a break from working out, even in the lockdown when I had nothing else to do. I was doing so good, but then my body felt like I was again getting into that hectic pace, and then I had to stop. And yeah, so these are the 5 main things that I learned during the lockdown. I would love to hear what your experiences were during the lockdown, so please leave them in the comments below, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram, so stay tuned for next week's video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!